Alright, so let's just be frank about this. Many of us, if given the chance, would agree to having extra time added to our daily lives. And at least for me, I wouldn't object to having a couple hours added to my life as well. Now the reason for that is quite simple. There's just not enough time, or so it seems, to do everything that you want to do in life within the daily constraints of the 24 hours given to us. But it's also not true that we don't have the time to do the things that we really truly care about. Things like hobbies, as well as your full-time responsibilities like your job or being a student, etc. I think a lot of people just use this excuse that they don't have time to do X, Y, or Z, to pursue their dreams, to pursue their goals, to increase their skills, to climb the corporate ladder, etc. And they kind of just use this no time excuse to have a softer landing when they fall. Everyone is given the same 24 hours in a day, and how you achieve whatever you want with what the time you're given depends entirely on yourself. You are the sole decider of how you decide to spend your time. And what I found is there's actually a lot of different chunks of time here and there that we kind of lose without even noticing, and that kind of contributes to the whole problem of us thinking that we don't have enough time for ourselves. Okay, let me give you an example. So today, earlier, I was working on some homework for school, and then suddenly I kind of lost the motivation to complete it. I kind of knew that I had to finish up the assignment because I wanted to get graded on it and not have it be late, but I also didn't really want to complete it at that moment, and so I spent about 5 minutes contemplating it. And after the 5 minutes, I just decided to go off and record this video that you're watching right now. The reason for that is because the more your mind tries to focus and justify some action that you really kind of don't want to do, the more time you're going to waste on it, and you're not going to get anything done even if you try to without being in the right mindset. Now, on the other hand, switching to a completely different task, your brain has the time and the ability to switch from task to task. And so recording this video, I don't need to have the same mindset I used for completing the homework, which requires a more analytical mindset. Now I have more creative freedom. I can really just speak to the camera, really deliver my thoughts clearly. And that's a different skill set that my brain is ready to use. So I'm knocking out two birds with one stone essentially. One, I'm not wasting time on trying to finish an assignment that'll probably take me more hours than necessary to complete, where I really focused on it. And secondly, I'm finishing the filming for this video so I can get it uploaded on time every Monday, which is as per my schedule. But it allows me to really carve out spaces in my schedule that might not have been intended for that purpose but got done anyways. So this video is actually supposed to be filmed tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll probably find something else to fill in that gap that I had planned out for the filming of the video. But that allows me to throw in another task that I hadn't planned beforehand to further whatever that is. Maybe it's taking some photos for my photography, or maybe it's working on some coding interview prep for the internship season, or maybe it's, making some apps or something like that. Whatever you do, as long as you can justify it to yourself, then to me, I think that's a perfectly fine way to spend your time. Even if you spend all your time on Instagram scrolling through posts and feeds, to me, that's really unproductive, and it might also be really unproductive to other people, but to you it might be really productive because you do Instagram research, or maybe you just like scrolling through Instagram feeds, I don't know. But if that's really satisfying to you in a similar manner that maybe playing games is satisfying to me, then by all means, that is a good use of your time. But if you feel like you should be doing something else while you're doing the current task that you're doing, like scrolling through Instagram feeds, then maybe it'd be a better idea to just get started on doing whatever it is that you're thinking you should be doing. And then once you actually get started, your brain will kind of kick into high gear. It'll make the switch, and you might have a higher chance of getting that action item completed had you not made the switch. So there's no excuse for saying that you don't have enough time. Obviously, the more time given to us, the better, because we can actually get more stuff done with the time allotted, but there's enough time for us to, at the very least, get the things that matter to us most completed. How you spend your time really depends on your priorities. You have the time to get 3 to 4 of your priority tasks done. So for me, for example, I usually try to get 5 priority tasks done a day. That's higher than a lot of people's average. But for me, I take my YouTube, my schoolwork, my interview prep for internships, my work on my startup, and reading are my 5 priorities. And so every single day, I try to spend at least an hour or so working or thinking about every single one of those 5 items. So maybe in the morning, I'll think about YouTube, I'll scroll around, I'll look at analytics, or I'll film a video, or I'll edit a video, etc. I'll do a few questions here and there for interview prep for my coding interviews. I will work on my homework as I have every day and go to classes and do projects and work with teammates and all of that. I will read at least 20 to 50 pages every single day, either sometime during the day or at night. And I will work on learning a new coding language or practicing one that I have already. And so each one of those 5 things every single day gets me a little bit closer to my goals that have the biggest priority. Obviously, there's a lot more other things that I like to do, including learning languages and talking to people and social media and gaming and photography and all sorts of other things. But my priorities are these 5 tasks. And as long as I get these 5 tasks done, the rest of my time is free. I have no worries that I'm kind of, wasting the time that's given to me every single day. And I use that time to enjoy myself. If you're spending all your time working your butt off and not enjoying it, you're living your life wrong. Alright, and that's all I have for today. If you found the video helpful or liked the video, be sure to drop a like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We're on our way to 1K, which is the next milestone I want to hit. Be safe out there, have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you all in the next video. Ciao.